So hello friends, I'm Rizwan Multani and he is Rajveer. He is my roommate. So today we are leaving Paris and going to a beautiful village where one of the famous artists, Vincent van Gogh, spent his last few months. So let's explore the streets, the art and the story behind the beautiful place. And you're watching Within Paris. So it's like 1 hour journey by train from Paris and we finally reach Auvers-sur-Oise. So this is the town where Vincent van Gogh lived. As soon as we entered, I could already feel the artistic vibe of the village right at the entrance. But then I found something completely unexpected, a Harry Potter book inside an old train wagon. And for a second, I was seriously wondering what if this wagon secretly leads to Hogwarts? Oh, so this place is actually called La Coven or Livre, a super unique bookstore near the station. The old railway wagons were placed here in 1997 and later transformed into a giant second-hand bookshop filled with vintage book, newspaper, magazines and hidden treasures from different eras. The wagons themselves are even older. Some date back to the 1930s and were once used by the French railway system. But today it was closed. I think it was a bad luck that we can't see it from inside. So I thought to give my outfit check first. So how is my outfit? Do comments, guys. Welcome to Auvers-sur-Oise. Just 1 hour lies the village where Van Gogh did some of his paintings and died. So let's explore the town together. So this is a tourist office where you can even take a map and explore this town according to it. You can see the reference of painting done by him everywhere in the town. Like see here, lots of painting. So from here you can take map and everything, information about the town. And I even saw a cute little door here. It feels like we are in a movie. So you can take some pictures there. So now let's explore the town. So we entered the village from this tiny old little gate from 1641. And honestly, it felt like we are stepping back in time. As we walked further, inside the whole town had this calm and vintage charm. We can see little old style cafes, cozy streets, and that peaceful artistic atmosphere that makes this town so special. Seeing the reference painting next to the real place is surreal. Nearby, there was also a signboard filled with old photographs of the town from Van Gogh's time. It showed how Auvers-sur-Oise looked back then. The streets, the buildings, and daily life from then a century ago. Looking at these pictures felt like opening a small window to the past. Right beside it, there was this huge art display featuring some of Vincent van Gogh's paintings inspired by the town itself. You could actually see the exact places he painted and compare them with how they look today, which made the whole experience feel even more unreal. At this point, the village felt less like a normal town and more like walking inside a living painting. So here, Vincent van Gogh once lived during the final month of his life. Across the Netherlands, Belgium, England, and France, he lived at around 38 different addresses. This is room 5, which has remained untouched since his death in 1890 because its connections to his final days. The room was never rented out again. Standing here honestly feels emotional, like a quiet piece of history frozen in time. So here today tourists are also there. This is not so crowded place, but today there are some people come to visit. So you can see the tourists over here. On my left, you can see the stairs. It was also one of the paintings done by Vincent van Gogh. So, and then we reached one of the most emotional spots in the village, the place connected to Vincent van Gogh's final painting, Tree Roots. This artwork is believed to have been painted just hours before his death in 1890. And then this is the real location that inspired it. Seeing the actual place from Vincent van Gogh's final painting standing right in front of me felt honestly unreal. Just see the house here.
So this house is from 1598.
Then I started giving poses for my Instagram because these houses were very cool. It looks like from medieval age. So I can't miss taking pictures here.
As I said, that Paris weather is very unpredictable. You have seen that it was very sunny, now it's raining, and still I'm vlogging. It's very hard, but appreciate my efforts, guys. The whole town is very artistic, and you can say, you know, it's like you are in a Pinterest world.
So it's very easy to visit this town, like there is signs everywhere and there's reference of paintings right beside the real place. So it's fun.
So you can see how beautiful this place is. I really like here. I really want to click pictures over here. Even this house, it's too good. So this is the church. According to me, even Vincent van Gogh painted this church. Like in this town, he painted about streets, church, and wheat fields. So this was the painting created by Vincent van Gogh, and the church is right here. Let me show you. You can see it's like you are in a Vincent van Gogh world. Every place here he created paintings of that, because during the 70 days, the last 70 days he spent here, he created 70 paintings during that time, one painting per day. So now we are heading to the tombs of Vincent. So let's go. So this is the cemetery where you can find the grave of Vincent van Gogh. He died on 29th July 1890 at the age of 37.
So I'm at the cemetery trying to find Vincent van Gogh's grave. The whole place is so quiet and peaceful. And I am at the cemetery for the first time. I have never visited any cemetery like this. And you know, guys, I recently heard something really touching. Vincent was originally buried here alone, but later his brother Theo's grave was moved right beside him. Theo had always supported Vincent throughout his life, especially during his struggles and art journey.
So this is the grave of Vincent van Gogh. He died at the age of 37 and he had a shot on his chest, and the reason is still unknown whether it was a murder or an accident. And beside there is the grave of his brother, which was shifted later.
Sometimes the most beautiful art comes from the saddest stories. Van Gogh never knew how famous he would become. From a small village near Paris, but one of the biggest stories in art history. Artists like Paul Cézanne and Camille Pissarro came here in 19th century, but Van Gogh made this town unforgettable. So this is the last piece of artwork near the cemetery. You can see the fields done by Vincent van Gogh. So honestly, there's still so much left to discover in this beautiful village. But it starts raining and we are heading home. I already captured the important things, and if you want me to make vlog on any particular topic and you know some hidden places in Paris, do comments. And I will try to make vlogs on every week. So bye bye, peace out. Rizzi Multani signing off. Bye.